dinaanan natin. No? That's why we are strengthened, and kahit dumaan tayo ng maraming pagsubok, nandito pa rin tayo. No? Because Father had taught us and trained us. No? And we experienced a lot. And this is also what we wanted to do, to really go back to the basic. No? Basic training and basic education. Kasi this is something na our members could be strengthened spiritually. No? And the more na they really go through this course, then the more they can really, they can deepen their roots, no? To really hold. And even though they pass through a lot of challenges in the future, then they can really stand. No? Just like us, no? Kaya even though after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or 40 years, dito pa rin tayo. No? Really thinking and how we can really support cancer patients. Still have that kind of determination. So this is our initial goal. No? And also we have to develop our program in terms of leadership. See, this is also one point we really lack. Honestly, many of our leaders who stand in the position, especially on the fields, they tried to stand because they were appointed to be there. But qualification-wise, experience-wise, they don't have that experience yet. Yeah, this time we try to make it more systematic, that our members have to pass through the training program, especially those who will be leading in the front line, that they really have enough experience and they will go back in the field and really bring the expected result. Na ano yung in-expect sa kanila, and we can also expect it from them because they have gone through the formula course, the training course. And that's one thing we will strengthen. Kasi many of our especially elders, mostly nasa international na. Yeah, and those who are remaining there are really quite young. But I believe with the proper training and education, they can be rotated like us and can really be there in the front line. And they can also be effective. Okay. So anyway, this is only the program that we set and we try to develop. So the vision also for our country as a second daughter nation is to really raise missionaries, to train many missionaries, not only for Philippines, but for Asia and the rest of the world. So yun yung vision that we look forward, na we can fulfill as a second daughter nation, na makaraise talaga tayo ng maraming missionaries and we can send all over the world. And yeah, we also really look forward, at least this time that we move around dito sa Japan, then we can also see yung situation ng mga commando members natin. And also some of our sisters na nandito rin sa Japan. And anyway, we have been discussing how we can also support spiritually, and especially like since you cannot have the opportunities to attend many workshops na ginagawa sa Philippines, so we're also thinking how we can extend it here, like our Sinjong Revolution system, and workshop for couples, like the 5 languages of love. Yeah, actually our CD gave us I think it's a one-day workshop about 5 languages of love. But the participants should be coupled, because you have to know each other. Yeah, actually we found out during that workshop, even though we stayed for like more than 10 years, but basically we don't know. Can you imagine that, no? You stay for 10 years or 20 years together, but you realize that you don't know each other that much, no? Because you cannot answer correctly in the same way, no? Ibig sabihin, you don't know what the language of your spouse in terms of love. No? But I think that's really a very good workshop, no? And I believe through that you can understand your spouse better. Then you will learn how to express love that your spouse can really understand. No? At the same time, your spouse also can understand you. What is your language of love? No? Actually, that's a quite interesting workshop. But I hope we can really extend that. No? There are some suggestions that we can really utilize, like long holidays. No? To have a workshop for couples. No? That also through that we can really re-energize, no? And we can also really have more vision for our country, no? Philippines. We believe that, especially in this time, we have the last 3 years. No? Before sa timetable that Father had given us, before 2013. Yeah, let's really work together, and let's support each other, no? With our strength and our weaknesses.
Yes.
And through that, then we can also grow and develop together. And I think we have to, because Commando is really under the Philippine Church. And kumbaga, you are the roots. No? Without you, then Philippines cannot move.
Yes. Clap naman. Kailangan natin ma-appreciate pa rin paminsan kasi nagtrabaho natin. Na-approve eh.
Yeah, actually,
Hindi na tayo na-appreciate ng mga misis natin eh. Kailangan mo ng 5 language sa vlog na. Baka 6 lang kailangan mo. Kung seminar na kagad.
kailangan pala ng seminar kagad. No?
Pero yung may mga 5 anak na, hindi na.
Hindi ah. Kahit may 5 ng anak, pwede pa.
Oh, pwede pa magpahabol. Yeah.
6 for life yun, dinagagan mo lang yung topic na.
Anyway, commandos, yung team ng commando, especially, you have heard about IPLC, huh? We have our UTS Asia before, now it's converted to IPLC. That's International Peace Leadership College. No? Yeah, IPLC. This kind of college, they offer a 4-year course. No? The students can graduate at the same time, they can be educated based on our training program. Before they can enter sa IPLC, at least yung grade nila is 85 pataas. Average. Standard. Then, they have to finish the 21 days Divine Principle Education, and they should accept true parents as the Messiah before they can enter into this college. Then their program starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, yung Hondoke. Although they are like, they stay together in the, parang stay in sila lahat. And their schedule starts at 5 o'clock. And Divine Principle is one of their subjects. Then the Kausa and Unification Talk. Plus the other subjects. Then their PE is Tumil Modo. They are expected to graduate as black belts, 2nd degree. Yeah. Then you should be a Divine Principle lecturer. Then meron din silang witnessing. Then meron silang 2 days fundraising in a week. So basically, they graduate a 4-year course at the same time na train sila within 4 years. So parang full-time din yung training at saka education sa kanila. Yeah, I believe this is a very good program, especially if you want to really look at the Tribal Messiah Mission. Like if you are sending your mga nieces or nephews sa